Hello everybody, Dragon47 here. How's it going with absolutely everybody here today? I hope you're all having a fantastic day. I hope you all had a great New Year's and an excellent Christmas. Mine was kind of mid, and well, honestly, you may have noticed I have been gone for a long period of time, and that is because there has been a lot in general just going on in my life. There's been a lot of changes, and there's also been an incident, and there's also been well, just a lot of drama and a lot of other things going on at the current time. But ultimately, you know what? Let's just talk about it. Let's talk about it. And this video is kind of why I'm here, because I want to talk about a very broad topic that could potentially happen to anyone, and I would hate for it to happen to anyone. I know the experience I had was not good, and I mean, as I go through the story, you'll understand why, I felt the way I was about it. Um, yeah, without further ado, let's just talk about the main topic of the video. No more staggering, no more holding back. And I'm doing this video to try and regain the confidence that I had just recently lost. And I want to be open about it so I can be, more truthful to my audience. So as of recently, about December wise, about halfway through the month, I had just finished doing that video on part one, PvP, what Pokemon you want to hunt. And a few weeks later, I had received an anonymous text. And when you get a text from a number you don't know, please, 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 please do not respond to it. If it's somebody who does have a new phone or whatever, wait for them to come to you to confirm that it's them first, because that is what I just did. And this is what happened to me. I had received a text as of recently, and I thought it was a friend. They lied to me. They tricked me. I didn't know who they were, and I tried asking for their name, and they didn't exactly, respond. Later in our conversation as we went, they tried attempting to blackmail me. They tried looking at me, or what they essentially did was they took a photo of myself, and they had a picture of my face, which that's not surprising. You can get a picture of anybody's face literally anywhere nowadays. And, that's just the world we live in, the internet, as of we know it. And, well, ultimately what they tried to do was they tried to, I could kind of tell that it was cropped because it was slightly off. But what they had tried to do was they had tried to send a picture of me essentially naked on the internet, and they tried threatening me and telling me that if I did not pay them a sum of money, then they would try to get me thrown in jail and be in trouble with the FBI. Now, please understand, as I'm trying to go through this video, it's very hard for me to even talk about right now. This is like a devastating experience, because when I had first saw this, I thought it was a joke. Like, I thought in general that this person was just yanking my chain until they started throwing threats at me. And then they started throwing, threats at the ones that I love and my family members and stuff. And in general, it was not good. I ended up receiving 2 panic attacks later that night. I couldn't sleep for days. I had stomach issues. I wasn't using the bathroom correctly. And in general, it was just all around bad. This video, I'm here to come clean to say, I did not consolidate to any of this, for one. And for two, if this does happen to you, don't do the same mistakes I did. I want you to be safe, and I want you to, try to protect yourself about it. And yeah, the situation is bad, and yeah, the situation may be a little bit embarrassing, but I'm here to confidently tell you that there is a way out. As I was able to get a way out, I'm sure other people can get a way out. And if they do post those things online, if you did take a picture of yourself and send it to someone and they do send it out online, that is your own fault. I'm sorry to say this, but you have to live with your own mistakes and learn from it. That's just the way you're going to have to take it moving forward. But if they did the same situation whereas they did to me, where they just have a picture of your face and they try cropping it, follow these steps. Do not do what I did. Here's how the rest of the story went. As they continued sending, my picture or whatever, and I had those panic attacks, I tried deleting the entire conversation, and they continued to say, "Nah, we have photos and stuff of you," and they kept contacting me over and over again, saying that they wanted $300 or some form of it in a gift card or something somewhere. And essentially, what had happened was I ended up blocking them. I ended up doing everything I could. I even threw my phone away. Literally, I got rid of my phone entirely. Um, and essentially, it got to the point where I didn't know what to do. And I ended up going to someone that was close to me for help. And I had to do a lot of online research. I stalled for time. I responded to them, which is what you're not supposed to do. And like I said, I deleted the conversation, which you're also not supposed to do. Um, and essentially, I ended up screwing myself in the end because when I tried, essentially, I ended up going to the police at some point in time. And essentially, when I had finally gotten there, uh, they couldn't do a whole lot for me other than tell me that they couldn't necessarily tell me, but they gave me the sense of, hey, FBI will not be showing up at your door coming for you. You're going to be okay. And honestly, it was like one of the most comforting things that I possibly could have had for like a long period of time. Because during that time, I was looking for like anything. I was looking to get my own way out. I was looking for something to try and give me, that sense of, hey, you're going to be fine. And I did the most important thing, which was not sending them any form of money, because once you send them money once, they could take all your money out of your account. They could potentially ask you for more money, and it's just not good. It's just bad. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to tell you these steps that you need to do if this does happen to you, and you need to follow. Again, this video is so hard for me to talk about, but I am doing it for the betterment of myself, because I know if I do this and send this video out, I will have confidence in myself and in the videos that I make for the future, and I will be a million times safer on the internet. And I also want to do this kind of as a support video from what I've been through from my perspective to help other people to continue to stay safe online and don't be stupid. So without further ado, I'm just stalling at this point. Essentially, I ended up going all the way to the police, and at some point or time, I finally managed to do all of that. And when I had finished talking to the police, I felt a little bit better about myself, and I knew police weren't going to show up. It has been officially like 2 or 3 weeks, and nothing has happened. Literally absolutely nothing. So I guess it was empty threats for the most part, and they just decided to go away and torment someone else. I was informed that I was not the only one to have that problem here where I live. Apparently other people, I will not say names as I am going to keep it discreet, bad things, those exact same bad things have happened to them as they have had happen to me. And the police straight up told me I did the most important thing, which was to not send them money. So let's go over to some steps if you are getting blackmailed or if you are getting any sort of cyberbullied at all, what to do about it. The first one is the moment you do start getting cyberbullied, the best thing you can do is just do not respond. Don't even look at the texts. Just completely ignore it. Do not text them. I know other places will say send proof, which can kind of work, but it can also extremely backfire as well. So you have to be extremely careful when it does to that kind of stuff. The second thing is to never actually pay the people who are trying to get money out of you, because the moment they do, they could slick into your bank account and take everything, or they'll continue to ask you for more and more and more money. Stall for time as much as you can. If they do try to, force you to give you money, just stall as much as you can. The next thing you want to try and do is alert someone you trust or a friend that you can talk to, right? You need to have somebody there to be that crutch for you to lean back to try and, help you think clearly, to help you get out of this situation. And if that person happens to be your local police officer, then so be it. Because that's what I kind of needed, because I had to go through this for the most part alone. I had very few people that I could have gone and talked to. As stupid as it sounds, do not delete the information. Do not block the number. Mute them at best. The reason for this is because you need proof to take up to the police station. I was stupid and did not do this. I deleted it and blocked them completely. They could not contact me anymore. And I should have just taken my phone up and presented them with the information at hand so they could have taken that into, their consideration and for proof that I wasn't just lying to them out the gate. You want to stop all contact together pretty much after that. And if worst comes to absolute worst, it may be necessary. And that's what I also kind of had to do. I had to go get my phone number changed. I had to go get my emails changed. I had to do a whole lot of things to essentially just change my life forever because I got cyberbullied and they were trying to threaten me and I was scared because I'm one of those guys where I will throw myself in front of other people to save other people before myself. And I know that's kind of a morbid thing to think. And I know I'm technically supposed to be looking out for myself, but for the people who I care about most, I would lay my life before I see any of them get hurt. And when I heard them threatening like my family and my friends, especially the friends that are like closest to me, I panicked. And in that blind panic, I did a lot of things that I wasn't supposed to do. And that's fine. At least I'm owning up to it now. I made a mistake, but I will not make that mistake twice. I will not continue to falter and dwell on the thoughts. Yeah, it is mentally scarring, but you got to be able to live on. You make these decisions in life and you have to either choose to learn and live from it or sit and wallow on it. And if you choose to sit and wallow on it, you're not going to get anything done and you're not going to be able to do, what you need to do to continue living out life happy. You're just going to sit there sad. And honestly, that's just not a great thing to do because it just ruins your life. You literally get nowhere. You accomplish nothing when you do that. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. Anyways, I also wanted to say that if you are having a panic attack, like when I did, what I did when I was by myself and having a panic attack was I low-key, as dumb as it sounds, because this is how I've learned from other people I know having panic attacks, hugs or compression on your chest. Because I was super, I didn't want anything to touch me. But I knew that by putting compression on myself to calm myself down, to a blanket, lifting weights, doing something stimulating to try and calm yourself down is the best way to go all about it and to try and get over it. It will pass after a while. There's a lot of, chemicals and stuff that go through the body that make you think and do things that you don't necessarily want to do, nor should you do. So you want to try and avoid those as much as possible. And honestly, I know it's not good for you at all, but it is something that you need to consider when going under a panic attack. And do note, panic attacks are not forever. They will end at some point. And that's pretty much it for this video. And I'm sorry that I took a lot of pauses and I took a little bit of heavy breathing. I'm not necessarily in tears, but I'm still slightly dramatized as to what has happened. But I want to promise you guys that I will be getting a new video up later today on top of this one. And I promise that I will be getting all this other stuff up and ready to go for you guys. And I just wanted to say I'm sorry. I should have made a post or saying something as to why I've disappeared. I should have been a little more open. And I was in a panic. Maybe, by the way, at least for me, avoiding all forms of media is good when this does happen. Because once you do avoid all forms of media, once you're away from all forms of media, there's a lot less stress. There's a lot less, things going down. And I'm not going to talk about, Maybe you should stay away from YouTube or something like that. But I know I did for my own personal safety. But like, you should definitely get off of things like X or Twitter, or X as they so called themselves, as they are quite literally, and pardon my French, a burning hellscape as of the current moment. And Facebook honestly isn't much better. Neither is Snapchat or even TikTok, to be honest. All of them are pretty terrible, to be perfectly honest with you. Like, they are not good. Instagram, you don't, and to spread this much hate and stuff in your life, you have better things to do with your time. And you're an opinion, right? Everything you say on there is an opinion that is thrown onto someone else. And you have two ways to look at it. You can either look at it and take it and be like, yeah, but you'll never actually be able to see that to my face. You'll never actually come over here and be like, you know, I'm getting a little further away from the point. The point is ultimately taking breaks, potentially changing some stuff, upping your security, and just trying to keep a calm, cool, collected head is the best way to get through this. Sorry, this video kind of got a little sidetracked, and honestly, it's going to be pretty choppy for when I do throw it up on YouTube. But like I said, later today, we'll have another video coming out, and that one will be a million times cleaner. I'm still recovering from being sick, which I also was for the past week. This last week. I just finished getting better like a little bit ago, and my throat is still kind of, messed up in a sense. That's kind of why I sound a little weird. But I just want to make this video to say, hey, you are not alone in this. And for those of you who are struggling and going through this, I am super sorry for you. I feel your pain, but you can get through this, because I know I was able to get through this. Thank you so much. And if you do feel like, the world is ending, or if the blackmailing does not stop, please call your local authorities. Go to your police station and talk to them. Try to aim for a sheriff's department over a police station if you can help it, because I know I have two here, and I used the sheriff's over the police because that's what I was told to do. But just note that you're not alone, and that whatever you do, just do not give them money. Thank you so much for watching and taking the time to understand everything that I've been going through for the past while. I will be back to making videos as normal fairly soon, and I can't wait to talk about the next few things that are to be coming up. I hope you all had a fantastic Rowlet Community Day as well. And I will see you all here in a little while. Peace out.